Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun and one of our closest neighbors, has long captured the imagination of scientists and space enthusiasts alike. In this story, we'll take you on a journey of exploration and discovery, as we explore the red planet and learn about its secrets and mysteries. As we approach Mars, we'll feel the excitement and anticipation of a new world waiting to be explored. We'll study the planet's atmosphere and weather patterns, and we'll search for signs of water and other resources that could help support future human missions to Mars. As we descend towards the surface of Mars, we'll experience the thrill and excitement of a landing on a new world. We'll rely on our instruments and expertise to guide us safely down to the surface, and we'll touch down on a planet that's been waiting to be explored for billions of years. Once on the surface, we'll begin our exploration of Mars' geology and landscape. We'll study the planet's craters, canyons, and mountains, and we'll learn about the forces of nature that have shaped the red planet over millions of years. We'll use rovers and other scientific instruments to collect samples of the Martian regolith, and analyze them for clues about the planet's history and evolution. As we study the Martian atmosphere, we'll learn about the planet's unique weather patterns and climate. We'll study the planet's dust storms and how they affect the Martian landscape and climate, and we'll search for signs of water and other resources that could help support future human missions to Mars. In the future, humans may establish a permanent presence on Mars, using the planet's resources to build habitats and support life. We'll study the challenges and opportunities of living on Mars, including the risks of radiation exposure, the need for sustainable resource use, and the psychological and social impacts of living in a harsh and isolated environment. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Martian surface is the regolith, a layer of loose, fragmented material that covers much of the planet. The regolith is composed of a mix of fine dust and larger rocks and boulders, and it's thought to have been formed by the impact of meteorites and other space debris on the Martian surface. Scientists study the regolith to learn more about the history and evolution of Mars. The regolith can tell us about the age and frequency of meteorite impacts on the planet, the composition of the Martian crust, and the potential for life on the planet. By studying the chemical and physical properties of the regolith, we can learn about the past and present conditions on Mars and gain insights into the potential for future exploration and colonization. Scientists study the regolith in laboratories on Earth to learn more about its properties and composition. They use advanced techniques like X-ray diffraction, mass spectrometry, and electron microscopy to study the mineralogy, chemistry, and physical properties of the regolith. These studies help us to understand the conditions on Mars and the potential for finding resources like water and minerals that could be used to support future human missions to the red planet. The regolith may also play a key role in supporting future human missions to Mars. Scientists are exploring the potential for using the regolith as a resource for building habitats and other structures on the planet. By using in situ resource utilization techniques, humans could potentially extract water, minerals, and other materials from the regolith to support life and industry on the planet. The regolith is just one of the many fascinating aspects of Mars that scientists and space enthusiasts are studying and exploring. As we continue to learn more about the red planet and its secrets, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the complexity and wonder of the universe around us. The atmosphere of Mars is a fascinating area of study for scientists and space enthusiasts. It's much thinner than Earth's atmosphere, with a surface pressure of only about 1% of Earth's. The atmosphere is composed mainly of carbon dioxide, with small amounts of nitrogen and argon. It's also thought to contain trace amounts of methane, which may be a sign of microbial life on the planet. Scientists study the Martian atmosphere to learn more about the planet's weather patterns, climate, and potential for human exploration. They use instruments like spectrometers and gas chromatographs to analyze the chemical and physical properties of the atmosphere. By studying the atmosphere, we can learn about the processes that shape the planet's climate, from the formation of clouds and dust storms to the behavior of the planet's polar ice caps. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Martian atmosphere is the occurrence of dust storms. These storms can cover the entire planet and last for months at a time, with winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour. Dust storms can affect the climate and weather patterns on Mars, and they can also impact the performance of robotic and human missions on the planet. The atmosphere of Mars also plays a key role in supporting future human missions to the planet. Scientists are exploring the potential for using the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere as a resource for producing oxygen and fuel for rockets. By using in situ resource utilization techniques, humans could potentially use the resources of the Martian atmosphere to support long-term human presence on the planet. As we continue to explore and study the Martian atmosphere, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the complexities and mysteries of this fascinating planet. By understanding the processes that shape the planet's climate and weather patterns, we'll be better prepared to explore and colonize the red planet in the years to come. The Martian landscape is known for its rugged, rocky terrain, but there are also some fascinating cave systems on the planet. These caves can provide a unique environment for scientific study, and could potentially serve as habitats for human exploration and colonization. Scientists study the caves on Mars to learn more about their origin and evolution. The caves are thought to have been formed by a variety of geological processes, such as volcanic activity, erosion, and collapse. By studying the features and structures of the caves, we can learn about the geology and history of the planet, and potentially discover new resources that could support future human missions to Mars. The caves on Mars can also provide a unique environment for scientific study. Some of the caves are shielded from the harsh radiation and extreme temperature swings on the Martian surface, making them ideal for studying astrobiology and searching for signs of microbial life. The caves can also provide shelter for robotic and human missions, offering a more controlled environment for scientific study and exploration. The caves on Mars could also play a key role in supporting future human missions to the planet. By using in situ resource utilization techniques, humans could potentially extract resources like water and minerals from the walls and floors of the caves to support life and industry on the planet. The caves could also serve as a natural shelter for habitats and other structures, shielding them from the harsh conditions on the Martian surface. The caves on Mars are just one of the many fascinating aspects of the planet that scientists and space enthusiasts are studying and exploring. As we continue to learn more about the red planet and its secrets, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the complexity and wonder of the universe around us. Mars has two polar ice caps, one at the North Pole and one at the South Pole, made primarily of water ice and carbon dioxide. These ice caps are one of the most fascinating features of the Martian landscape, and studying them provides important insights into the planet's climate and history. Scientists study the polar ice caps to learn more about the planet's climate and how it has changed over time. By analyzing the composition and structure of the ice, as well as the behavior of the seasonal frost that covers the polar regions, scientists can learn about the history of Mars and how its climate has evolved. The polar ice caps also play a key role in supporting human exploration of Mars. The ice can be used as a resource for producing water and oxygen, as well as fuel for rockets. Scientists are exploring the potential for in situ resource utilization techniques that would allow humans to extract resources from the polar ice caps and use them to support long-term human missions to the planet. The polar ice caps may also provide a more hospitable environment for human exploration and habitation. The ice can help shield humans and equipment from the harsh radiation and temperature swings on the Martian surface, and could potentially provide a source of water for human consumption and agricultural purposes. As we continue to study and explore the polar ice caps on Mars, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the complexity and wonder of the red planet. These ice caps represent one of the many mysteries and secrets that still remain to be uncovered. and they offer a tantalizing glimpse into the potential for future human exploration and discovery. Mars is believed to have had liquid water on its surface in the past, and evidence of dried-up riverbeds, lakes, and even an ancient ocean suggests that liquid water played a key role in the planet's history. Studying the evidence for past water on Mars can help us better understand the planet's history and its potential for hosting life. Scientists study the rocks and minerals on Mars to look for evidence of past water. Certain minerals, like hematite and goethite, are known to form in the presence of water. By analyzing the composition and structure of rocks on Mars, as well as the terrain and features of the Martian landscape, scientists can piece together a picture of the planet's ancient climate and the role that water played in shaping it. The history of water on Mars is also important for future human missions to the planet. Water is a critical resource for human life, and scientists are exploring ways to extract and use the water on Mars to support long-term human habitation. By understanding the history and distribution of water on Mars, humans can better plan for future missions and utilize the planet's resources more efficiently. One of the most intriguing possibilities related to water on Mars is the potential for finding present-day liquid water. Scientists have detected evidence of subsurface water on the planet, and some have even speculated that there may be liquid water trapped beneath the polar ice caps. Finding liquid water on Mars would be a major discovery and could have significant implications for the search for life on the planet. Studying Martian meteorites on Earth can also provide important insights into the history of water on Mars. Some of these meteorites contain tiny pockets of trapped gases and minerals that offer a glimpse into the geological and environmental conditions on Mars millions of years ago. The history of water on Mars is just one of the many fascinating areas of study related to the Red Planet. As we continue to explore and study this fascinating planet, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the mysteries and complexities of the universe around us. Mars is home to some of the largest and deepest canyons in the solar system, as well as towering volcanoes and vast plains of hardened lava. The geology of Mars is a fascinating area of study, offering important insights into the planet's history and how it was formed. Scientists study the rocks and minerals on Mars to learn more about the planet's geology and history. By analyzing the composition and structure of the rocks, as well as the terrain and features of the Martian landscape, scientists can piece together a picture of the planet's ancient climate and how it has evolved over time. Cut to a view of a possible Mars base, with a dome-shaped structure and solar. The geology of Mars is also important for future human missions to the planet. Understanding the planet's geology and mineral resources can help humans better plan for future missions and utilize the planet's resources more efficiently. One of the most impressive geological features on Mars is Valles Marineris, a canyon system that stretches for thousands of kilometers across the planet's surface. Scientists are studying Valles Marineris to learn more about the geological processes that formed the canyon and how it has evolved over time. Mars is also home to some of the largest volcanoes in the solar system, including Olympus Mons, which is 3 times taller than Mount Everest. By studying the volcanoes on Mars, scientists can learn more about the planet's internal structure and how it has evolved over time. The geology of Mars is just one of the many fascinating areas of study related to the Red Planet. As we continue to explore and study this fascinating planet, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the mysteries and complexities of the universe around us. One of the most compelling questions about Mars is whether or not it has ever hosted microbial life. The search for life on Mars is a complex and ongoing scientific endeavor, and it has important implications for our understanding of the origins of life in the universe. Scientists study the rocks and minerals on Mars to look for evidence of past or present microbial life. Certain minerals, like clays and sulfides, are known to form in the presence of water and can preserve organic molecules, which are the building blocks of life. By analyzing the composition and structure of rocks on Mars, as well as the terrain and features of the Martian landscape, scientists can piece together a picture of the planet's ancient climate and the potential for habitability. The search for life on Mars is also important for future human missions to the planet. If we find evidence of past or present microbial life on Mars, it could provide valuable insights into the origins and evolution of life in the universe, and help guide our search for life on other planets. One of the challenges of the search for life on Mars is the harsh and inhospitable environment of the planet. The thin atmosphere, harsh radiation, and extreme temperature swings make it difficult for life to survive on the surface. Scientists are exploring the potential for microbial life to exist beneath the surface, in areas shielded from the harsh conditions on the surface. Studying Martian meteorites on Earth can also provide important insights into the potential for life on Mars. Some of these meteorites contain tiny pockets of trapped gases and minerals that offer a glimpse into the geological and environmental conditions on Mars millions of years ago. The search for life on Mars is just one of the many fascinating areas of study related to the Red Planet. As we continue to explore and study this fascinating planet, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the mysteries and complexities of the universe around us. Exploring Mars is a complex and challenging endeavor, and it requires advanced technologies, rigorous planning, and a deep understanding of the planet's unique environment. One of the biggest challenges of exploring Mars is the harsh and inhospitable environment. The planet has a thin atmosphere, extreme temperature swings, and harsh radiation exposure that can be deadly to humans and equipment. Scientists and engineers are working to develop technologies and strategies to make human exploration of Mars safer and more sustainable. Another challenge of exploring Mars is the limited resources available on the planet. The cost and complexity of launching large payloads from Earth means that humans and equipment will have to rely on in-situ resource utilization techniques to extract resources from the planet, like water, oxygen, and fuel. Scientists are exploring the potential for using Martian soil and atmosphere to produce these resources and support long-term human missions. Mars is also prone to intense and unpredictable dust storms, which can damage equipment and limit visibility. Scientists are studying the behavior and impact of dust storms on Mars, and working to develop strategies to mitigate their effects on human missions. Another challenge of exploring Mars is the need for specialized equipment and protective gear. The harsh and unpredictable environment of the planet requires advanced spacesuits, rovers, and other equipment that can withstand the extreme conditions and keep humans safe. Despite the challenges, exploring Mars offers a wealth of opportunities for scientific discovery, technological innovation, and human achievement. As we continue to push the boundaries of human knowledge and experience, we'll gain a greater appreciation for the mysteries and complexities of the universe around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery on Mars. We hope you've enjoyed learning about the challenges of exploring the Red Planet and gained a greater appreciation for the wonders of the cosmos, and we invite you to join us on future journeys of exploration and discovery, as we continue to push the boundaries of human knowledge and experience.